Hello everyone, Blue Hedgehogman 17 here once again.
And Scatlink Sean.
Welcome back to episode 20 of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Versus Race. First of all, this is our third attempt, this is take 3 of the Versus Race. Because on the first attempt, I cheated and got a head start before we even started the 30-minute timer. And now, on the previous attempt, as I was doing the Big Poes, going for the Big Poes and trying to go for bottle number 4, I was about to enter the bazaar in the village after I had already captured 2 of the Poes because I was running out of arrows and I was going to buy some more. And as soon as I entered the bazaar, the game crashed and I got an error.
It's not the same error that I've had, but it was a I think it was like a graphics plugin error or something weird.
Yeah, that was the error. Because the error you had two episodes back, that wasn't the error you had that I got in our second failed recording of this.
Yeah, and actually, we should have sorted this out before we actually continued recording, but I just thought, can you check your plugin settings? I mean, you've got a save state, right?
Yeah, I did save state, and I'm exactly where I was before we ended off the last episode 19.
Yeah, so if it's a plugin issue, maybe change the plugin from 1 point whatever down a bit. Maybe clock it down a bit. That might work.
I mean,
and then just reload state.
I could do that, but I'm not gonna do that as we're recording this, and I don't think it should be an issue, to be honest, because I can buy arrows in Kokiri Forest instead of the bazaar, so I should be good to go. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because of that error, I've decided that I'll buy arrows in the Kokiri shop instead of at the bazaar. Only problem is, if I buy how do I say it? There's no bundle for 50 arrows in the Kokiri shop. But then again, neither of us has the biggest quiver yet, so I guess I don't have to even worry about buying a bundle of 50 arrows, because I can just buy one bundle in the Kokiri shop. I can buy one. If I run out of arrows, I can buy one bundle of 10 plus another bundle of 30, so it's fine.
Fair enough. And yeah, it's a bit of an unfortunate thing, and because this is a little bit unfair since he has to go out of the way, once he says that he's entered Kokiri Forest, I will pause. The timer won't pause, but I'll pause. But as soon as he's brought arrows and is about to leave the shop, I can continue playing. Because that's the best way, because as he has to travel just a tad further just to get arrows, the travel to the shop and the travel away from the shop is like twice as long as getting to the bazaar in Kakariko, so I'll take the loss on pausing. Plus I've got a big enough lead anyway, so I don't mind about this. But every time he calls that he's got to go, he's entered Kokiri Forest for arrows, I will pause. Once he said that he's brought his arrows, I unpause.
Okay. Alright, so now that you've explained...
So you can't forget.
What?
You can't forget to call it out, because otherwise I'm going to continue playing.
Oh, okay. Well, what I was going to say now was that now that you've explained all of that, should we start the 30-minute timer again and try and do this third attempt?
Yeah. We didn't intend to bump into these issues. It's just that, for whatever reason, we played these games on emulator before, but for some reason during the race we're having all these issues. So
yes, seriously. I mean, it's and actually one more thing before we start. This has given me a flashback because two earlier episodes. Actually, I think the first time was during episode 4, I believe. But in 2 earlier episodes, it was nighttime on your footage. You were actually in the Lost Woods. You were exiting the listen to me. You were exiting the Lost Woods and returning to the Kokiri Forest, and you had a different error that's not the same as the error I got.
Yeah, I clarified that earlier. Because it was like a plugin area, more like an R44300 error or whatever. It's like completely different.
Yeah, and another thing I should mention is that I should have taken a screenshot of the error that I had to show you guys, but I forgot to do that, so you guys won't be able to see the error that I got when I edit this video. But anyway, alright, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Clock starts now. Let's go.
Now. Alright then. So first I'm going to equip this, because I need this. Because I'm fighting Dead Hand, I'm going to get out. So, since we were mostly talking about the problems that we had for the intro, last episode I pretty much caught all my Poes, became a kid, and I've gone into the bottom of the well, and in this episode I plan to finish off everything that I can actually do as a kid right now. So.
Okay. Oh, and I forgot to mention that what I did in the last episode was that I nearly completed the adult trading sequence. I've almost got the Biggoron sword, so I'm going to spend these next few in-game days going for the Big Poes, and once the days pass, I'll be able to get Biggoron's sword and claim it. So there you go. And if there's enough time left, I'll get started, hopefully, on the ice cabin.
Hey, this thing's dead already. I just used 4 sticks to whack him in the face.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use up arrows on the Big Poes once I exit the village. And when I start to run out, I'll let you know that I'm gonna shop for more so that I can then work on the Poe mission some more. I've got 2 fairies. I should use one up and restore my health so that I can, because the purpose of this is for me to fill 2 bottles with Poes every time. So let's call Epona.
And actually play a Epona song this time. Last time you played the Prelude of Light.
Right, during the failed second attempt, I played the Prelude of Light instead of Epona's song, but this time I did it correctly and I didn't play a different song, so that'll save up time for me in comparison to the failed second attempt. Alright, so I'm gonna do this again right now, and yeah, like we both said, you still got a pretty big lead over me, because you already completed the water temple. I haven't done that yet, and right now you're going for the Lens of Truth if you haven't gotten it already.
No, I already said I have. I'm now going into the key minigame. You know the one.
Oh, okay. You're going for the heart piece in the treasure box shop. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. It's funny as well, because like when I was mentioned that you played the wrong song, I mean I did that earlier. I played the Sun song, and I was like, why didn't the Pono not come to me? And it's like I played the wrong song, and I was a moron.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And also another flashback. You were in the Lost Woods. You were meeting up with Mido. You were trying to play Saria's song. Wow, I actually got that second goal. Good job. You were actually playing the Saria's song, and by accident you played the Sun's song.
Yeah. And actually, can I talk about a little bit of a glitch that you can do with Mido in that particular situation?
Go ahead.
If you play the what's it called? If you play Saria's song to Mido but not in front of him, like if you stand in the water to the Zora's River shortcut and then play Saria's song there, instead of Mido letting you through, he kind of locks up in place and you can walk right past him. And until you reload the sector of the forest that he's in, he'll stay there. But if you come back, he'll act like you've never played the song. I mean, I did it in my 100% walkthrough, so
okay.
I know it to be true.
Okay, good to know.
And I should be able to get 4 whole heart pieces in this episode.
Oh, okay. A full heart container with 4 heart pieces. Okay, good to know. All right. I'm just about close. I got 2 poles, so I'm about to. Not yet, but in just a second I'll let you know so you can pause because I'm about to enter the Kokiri shop in just a moment. Okay. All right. And you're gonna pause now.
Alright, we'll have to pause after the song transitions happen. There we go. Yeah, I mean, this is just a quick fix, really, until we figure out the root of the problem. I mean, if we've lowered the resolution for now, while in mid game, we don't know if the save states will actually reload. I mean, they should do because it's just a graphics plugin. That's really all it is. But, considering that we're both away from the spawn point to a decent extent, we both reloaded with our save states. So for this episode only, as long as we can actually say proper, we'll find out why he can't enter the bazaar. But then again, he shouldn't have to enter the bazaar again, except for this one moment, because arrows are kind of a thing you need to keep replenished, because the Poes can be a jerk sometimes with trying to shoot them down. So this should really be the only issue. So quick fix is better than a complete graphical downgrade. Plus, I've got a big lead, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really mind much. Not saying that I have a big lead, but we both have acknowledged that at that point. So I'm not trying to be presumptuous and high and mighty. I'm just saying in general.
Okay. Oh, okay. Just a few more seconds. Okay, and now you can continue.
Thank you. Like I said, quick fix. I'm not too bothered. If you guys have any issue with it, let us know and we'll probably figure a different way of doing things if it happens later on. But we have actually had a bit of a discussion since we had this little error. In between re-recording this episode, we were talking about if we ever do a race again, we would try, if possible, to stay away from emulators, but we've already discussed on why we're playing this game on emulator. And we both don't normally have issues playing this game on emulator, unless it's Chaos Edition or a ROM hack, because, you know, they can be temperamental sometimes. This is just vanilla Ocarina of Time, and yet we're having issues.
Yeah.
I mean, my issue was very lukewarm, but his one was pretty big in terms of, not just big in terms of his location or where he was going, but the error window itself was huge. So, I don't know. So how many poses have you handed in yet? Or have you not handed them in
I'm
yet?
about to hand in the first one right now.
Cool. Because I'm going to go play some music to the frogs.
Okay.
And I have got my bug-catching song written down, so all I've got to do is just get it timed. So, because if you tap it way too quick, it doesn't actually work.
Okay.
You got to have a set rhythm.
Okay. I was saying I was about to hand in. I just handed the first one in. I'm about to hand in the second poll right now. So and I just did. I should be at 2,000 points right now, or 200, excuse me, yeah, 200 points. Okay, so I already exchanged the first 2 polls, so once I exchange those 2 polls, I am to immediately, once I exchange every poll, I am to immediately update the counter by 1, and yeah, because this is episode 20, and it's going up on my channel, so there you go.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to concentrate now because I've got the bug catching song to do.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be fun. You know, it'll be a lot easier if the frogs were actually, you know, had symbols for you to actually know which button to press. But I guess that lessens the challenge, but at the same time, I can never memorize what button relates to which frog. So I have to have it written down because it's just, I'm gonna be healed otherwise. There we are. Yeah, if you have a decent rhythm instead of just trying to input the code as quickly as possible, or take too long, you actually like nail it first try. I mean, I do it in like a kind of that kind of rhythm, and then you kind of nail it on the first try. So
there it is.
that's what, like I said, if you know what the buttons are, because I had it written down for the 3DS version because I've got it, because you know the 3DS comes with those note pages and I wrote it down on there. But I had to actually reconvert it to N64 standards, and then obviously, you know, the buttons on the controller. Wait, what am I missing? What am I doing now? Shit. Hang on.
Alright. I'm catching the other pole, which is around the same area of trees and bushes.
Oh god, I'm trying to think. Well, I feel like I'm missing something before I become an adult again. I don't think I am. That was the third heart piece. I feel like I just want to go back to the Temple of Time. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, what the heck? There we go. That made it sound... It's funny, really, because I know this is on your channel, so my music ain't gonna play, but it's funny because I keep playing this game on mute for this versus, and yet when I play a song wrong, but I think I've inputted it correctly, I don't know that, and for when it's on my channel, it might sound a bit funny, because it's like, of course you didn't play it right, you hit the wrong note, but I don't know that. I feel like I'm hitting the right note, and I got it on mute. Right, I'm pretty sure there's nothing else for me to do with this. This is a one quick look.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do anything else right now. Cool.
Alright. Oh man. I want to hand out these poles, but I don't want to max out on rupees.
You could buy your arrows first and then hand in your pose, but then you would max out the rupees anyway.
Even if I'm down to 26 right now, I can buy a bundle of 10, but even if I trade in the second pole, I'll still max out. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm up to 480.
Well,
listen to me. I'm up to 480. I would go down to 460. Or, yeah, 460. And even then, I would still max out. So, it's not fair.
Well, you don't really need money for anything anyway, really, in this game. It's just for the mini-games. And you're not going to get to the next one until quite a while. So, you're going to be maxed out regardless.
Okay, well, prepare to pause. Because I'm about to enter again. Right now. Pause right now.
I was just about to pull out my ocarina. God damn it. Could have got my warp off and then paused. In a way, this is kind of like overtime, in a way, because it's like, you know, if you go into a cutscene, I can't pause immediately. Don't mind me, I'm just standing in a volcano.
Actually, I think if you're in a cutscene, it should count, actually. You don't have to pause. I think it should count.
Well, I didn't pull my ocarina out, so, I mean, you can't pause during a cutscene anyway, so...
That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's like overtime in that respect. But I couldn't, I didn't even whip out the ocarina in time, so it didn't matter. I mean, to be honest, if I've whipped out my ocarina, I could just stop playing the tune, but... Oh, where do I need to go now?
Can I buy Deku nuts?
Think?
No, I can't. And I can't buy Deku sticks either.
I think I'm about to enter the Shadow Temple, actually.
Well, you're gonna have to wait because I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just because I was trying to remember, is there anything else that I've missed as a kid? But I can't think of any other than the obvious, which is Gold Skull Tillers, which I'm not going for. And I'm saying that because we're like not even halfway into this video. I mean, we've got like 17 minutes, 5 seconds left. And I feel like I've already done everything as a kid. I'm about into the next dungeon. I didn't think that far. Not that's an issue because the Shadow Temple, excuse me, is very linear. So.
Okay. All right, you can continue again.
Awesome. I'm gonna play the Nocturne of Shadow. There we go. Let's get out this hellhole. Trying to think of a good term, but technically it is a hellhole because it's a hole in the middle of the mountain, which is what a volcano is, and it was a volcano, so it's all hot and lavary.
You know what? I didn't want to do this, but I'm just gonna waste arrows because I really don't want to max out on rupees here. I really don't.
Oh, There's no point, because then you're gonna waste more time buying arrows. You might as well just bite the bullet and
dude,
max out on rupees.
Dude, that's not me, okay? I don't like maxing out on rupees until I complete the sections of Ganon's castle and then defeat him.
Well, that's gonna set you even further behind in the race.
Oh my god, oh my god. Are you telling me that I should just max out even though I really don't like to?
Fight that OCD, man. I mean, I've been fighting my OCD. I mean, it's not as bad, but...
Okay, you want me to max out? Fine, I'll max out, but I'm really not gonna enjoy this. I don't like maxing out until after I complete the sections of Ganon's castle.
It's alright. I just don't want you falling behind any further than necessary. It's like, that's unnecessary. You're basically self-sabotaging yourself, really. It's like that thing with the Easter egg. You don't need to explain the Easter egg in a race.
Oh, don't bring that up again, because that was a small mistake on my part that I was showing Mario and Luigi and Peach and Yoshi.
Well, yeah, but it was kind of relevant. I don't want to, like... I hope I'm not being the bad guy here, guys. I'm just saying it's a race. It's kind of a thing. I mean, it is kind of a different play style that we're both not exactly used to, but I have done minimalist runs before, so I know when to ignore stuff. Oh, I keep doing this every time I enter this room with the bloody thing, and he spawned right next to me, the mug.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say this. If I remember correctly, I believe Caves Emmanuel is planning to do trying to hack this game somehow and make it into a co-op. So
that sounds so good.
When and if that co-op comes out, you and I should definitely record this again for that co-op. And just like Super Mario 64 Online, in which case you got some of the stars and I got the rest of them. And for this particular game, you could go for some of the missions and I could go for the rest of them. For instance, I could battle the Gyarados guards in the Thieves' Hideout, and maybe you could do the the Shadow Temple while we're at it. There we go. I got that ball.
Yeah, you know, that does sound really cool. That is a really good... It's basically, like, in a way, Ocarina of Time 4 Sword Edition.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Pause! I'm about to enter again. I'm down to 6 arrows after wasting most of them. Purposely wasting most of them, that is.
Until I warned you. I mean... In a way, this is sabotaging me because I got to pause every minute, but at the same time, you're just needlessly wasting arrows just to spend money that you're going to max out anyway. You might as well just skip all that and just max out on money. You're just cutting out the middleman.
I mean, I could probably guess that this race isn't as bad enough compared to the race I did, the Super Mario 64 race I did with another Discord group that I'm not even going to mention. Hell, I'm not gonna link their channel because all they do is races. They don't do things that are not race related.
Well, you could still have it as like an exclamation card because it is.
That's what I mean. I'm not gonna do that. I just said I'm not gonna do that.
Fair enough. I was just suggesting it because you were featured in that race.
Oh.
How many was it against, by the way? Was it against like 4 people?
Okay. I'm done now, so you can continue again. The race featured. Okay. That race that I did, a Super Mario 64. It featured, how do I say it? It's a long story. It was actually the 100th race of that group. What happened was that, how do I say it? It's so hard to explain. Okay, let's see. We were originally planning to do, it was meant to be we were splitting this up in 3 groups actually. Well, technically true. The third group I'll explain in a minute. We were splitting this up into 3 groups because let's see. It was originally supposed to be 6 people in one group plus another 6 in another. What happened was that one person actually left and he decided to leave, and then another person couldn't make it to the race. So it ended up being 5 people in both groups, and the top 3 from both groups. Spoiler: I was one of the top 3 from one of the groups.
Hey.
They would go up against. They will go all up against each other in a group of 6, and would continue racing. So there you go.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Congrats on being in that.
And the purpose of the race was that Group 1 would collect 40 specific stars, and Group 2 would collect another 40 specific stars after the 40 that Group 1 was going for. And then once all 80 stars were collected, how do I say it? The 2 groups, the 3 members from both groups would move on to Group 3, and all 6 people would be part of that group. That's how the race went out. I was in Group 1, so I went for the first 40 stars that Group 1 had to do. And then Group 2 had their 40 stars to do. Where's that pole that's around here?
Well, what ones are you missing?
I just handed in. I think I handed in 3 poles right now. I lost count because I was talking about the race, Super Mario 64 race that I just did. It actually should.
Oh, well, you've already.
It should
you should have handed in at least
so,
6 then at that point, I think.
I'm sorry. That pole should be here somewhere. What were you saying?
I think you've handed in at least 6. So that means you've got. So depending on how many you've got in your bottles right now, that's how many you would have left.
Damn it! I missed that pole.
Oh, it's right there. I missed that one. It's like right on the floor.
I kinda got distracted because I was talking about the Super Mario 64 race, but
Oh,
and
it's this way.
now, out of the 3 people that moved on to Group 1, me being one of them, of course, I was actually the last one to finish my. Why did I miss you again? Oh my god! I was the last one. I was the last one of 3 people to finish my run of the 40 stars that Group 1, that the 5 members of Group 1 were supposed to get, and then for out of all 6 of us in Group 3, I ended up. I didn't win the race, but I ended up finishing my run anyway. I was actually the 4th person to finish overall. So yeah.
Oh, I thought you were the 3rd overall.
No. I was the 3rd person, the last person, the 3rd person from Group 1, but I finished.
Oh.
I finished 4th in Group 3. I finished 4th in Group 3. Oh, and I should also mention that both groups, Groups 1 and 2, they were recording the race at the same time before all 6 people, myself included, moved on to Group 3, so there you go.
Not bad.
I might actually, I think I should actually link you the playlist in between videos so that you can watch my footage from Group 1, you can watch everyone's footage from Group 2, and then watch my footage again from Group 3. So there you go. Alright, I'm about to enter again, so stop what you're doing now.
Oh, Navi stopped me instead, so I'll just stay in this text box. That was perfect timing. Thanks, Navi. Impeccable timing.
By the way, how
Right
much
on the
time do we
nose.
have left?
6 minutes and 10 seconds.
6 minutes, 10 seconds. Okay.
That versus story of yours was actually ate up quite a bit of time.
Well, surprise, surprise.
Well, it was a bit of a complicated setup, but a big race with multiple people, though. I mean, I guess you have to make it a bit complicated if there's that many people.
I mean, well, that was the first time it happened, though, because all those races that particular group did, or how do I say it? Every race that they've done usually takes 3 to 6 people. I mean, since the race was divided into groups of 3, it took us a maximum of 12 people, even though it ended up being 10, and 6 of the 10 would move on to form a new group, that being group 3. So there you go. And
Yeah,
so
and I think you've mentioned that you were going to link it to me multiple times, but you never actually have. Or did you say that you were going to link me to the playlist once it was all uploaded?
Okay. I think I've been busy with this race in particular, and with the moving that I had to go through, that I haven't had the time to do that. Anyway, I'm done again,
True.
so go ahead.
Yeah, that's all true. I didn't take that into account for some reason. Don't chop me! Okay, I did not get chopped, but I got pushed out of the chopper. Helpful.
Okay, I need to exchange the... Okay. I'm about to exchange one more Poe. I gotta count to see how many I have, how many points I have.
Nope, I do not need to go this way.
Because by knowing how many points I have, it'll help me remember exactly how many Poes I've exchanged before editing this episode out. So, there you go. Man, this episode is... Wow, this is taking me all episode long to go for these Poes, and I haven't gotten them all yet. Exchanged them all yet, I should say. I mean, it's not bad enough, but I'm editing this episode, so honestly, I don't know what music I should use for the end card this time. I mean, since most of it's taking place in Hyrule Field, yeah, but I don't think I should use Hyrule Field. I think if I use Hyrule Field, I will get the Content ID match from Nintendo. So, oh wait, I gotta go back because I didn't count the points.
Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe I think the enemy part is fine. You could probably use the enemy music, or the enemy parts of Hyrule Field. You could probably use that segment. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Okay, I exchanged 5 of them, so I'm halfway done. And I maxed out on arrows again after going shopping before exchanging that bow. Okay, so I've exchanged 5 Poes. Okay. Well, you've been having a lot less trouble getting them than I have, because I wasted a lot of time getting my 3rd one.
Oh, man.
And even then, it was like, oh, I don't need to... Oh, yes, I do need to get them. What am I doing? Oh, shoot, I skipped one.
Okay.
I go back. Do I go back? I don't definitely want to go back.
I'm just now trying to go for the one in Lon Lon Ranch. Wait, did I get that one already? I can't have this one yet. There's no way I could have gotten this one in Lon Lon. Okay, there we go. The tree near Lon Lon Ranch.
Remember, when I started hunting, I caught 2 of them, wasted almost all my time on the 3rd one, but I couldn't even catch it. And then, after that, I had to go get my quiver for the full refill, and I didn't even hand any of them in after that. And that was in 1 episode, even though that was like the leftovers of 1 other episode, so I don't know. By the way, we're at 1 minute 45 seconds left.
Okay.
Oh shoot! No! This is bad! Oh no, I lived. I thought I messed up. Doodly-dee.
I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm not gonna continue wasting my time and max out like that. I'm sorry, but no.
Fair enough. Actually, I only need to grab a maximum of 3 in here, because I can still grab 1 in, I can still grab 1 gold skull tiller in Kakariko Village if I undershoot, so I can actually skip a couple here and speed up a bit more.
Pause, I'm going in again, because I'm not going to deal with maxing out again. On rupees,
well,
that is.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's probably going to be it for me then, because you've only got 50 seconds left.
Wow.
You're not purposely wasting your arrows in order to spend money.
So you're saying you're basically done after I told you to pause. Fair enough then.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wasting your arrows just so you can spend money before handing in the pose, are you? You're still not doing that, are you?
No, not before handing them in, after handing them in.
Well, yeah, I mean, you might as well do it that way. I mean, otherwise, you know, it's going to be a bit odd. Anyway.
Actually, you know what? No, I'll stay here in the shop. I'll pause from here. Because we're running out of time.
5,
so.
4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, pretty much. You were like right on that. So, yep, we're done.
Okay.
So, this little pausing rule for me is going to probably carry on into the next episode unless he catches all the last pose on those 40 arrows that he has. But there you go.
Alright, so that's it. We're just about done now. Next episode will go up on Scatlink Sean's channel, and hopefully I can finish going for the remaining pose. I've got 500 points so far. Let me take a quick look here. Alright, I got 2 posts to hand in. That'll give me 700 points by the time I hand them in. And I'm missing 3 pose. I know where 2 of them are, and I think I know the last one as well. But yeah, alright, so that's gonna be it for now. So, next time on the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time versus race, I'm gonna finish the Poe minigame, and what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna probably finish off the Shadow Temple.
Oh,
hopefully with 50 gold skull tillers.
Oh my god, wow. You're gonna be 2 temples ahead of me? I don't believe you, man.
No, I'm in the Shadow Temple. This ain't mind games.
No. I'm not saying I don't believe you that you're lying. I'm saying I don't believe you.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying I don't believe you that you're actually so far ahead of me than I would think. Because like I said, I still have to do the ice cavern and then the water temple. So. Oh, man,
that's why I was telling you not to waste time just with wasting arrows to spend rupees. There's just no need.
I told you I don't like to max out. That's the problem.
Well, you're just gonna have to beast against that like you have been in order to not waste time. But anyway, yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna do in the next episode.
Yeah. This is a race. I know that, but still.
Else to say about that.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in the next episode, and yeah, see you guys next time on my channel.
Alright, so long everyone. Blue Hedgehog Man 17 and
Scatlink Sean.
We'll be signing out. See you later.